Hey, yo, what up, squad fam in the house? It's me, Pineapple Pete, with my pineapple shirt, my pineapple soda, my pineapple neon light, and my brand custom plushie that's named after a fruit, pineapple. So today, we're gonna look at r/pineapple. Okay, no, we're not gonna look at r/, wait, is there a thing called r/pineapple? I have to know. Pineapple. Okay, no, that's something very... That's not safe for work at all. Okay, dear. Anyway, good evening, laddies, lasses, and welcome to the click. You smell absolutely amazing today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, especially you, Pineapple Pete, or whatever. So today, we're gonna r/frick YouKaren, which is always a blast. It's a lot of silly stories, a lot of silly memes, a lot of silliness, and we can laugh at it through the rage together. Enjoy. Mwah. And if you think Karens aren't a good thing like me, subscribe to the channel and we'll unite and... that's so good. Recently took over my grandparents' home with my boyfriend. We both WFH, and apparently also inherit a Karen neighbor. Why hasn't boyfriend been working? Companies need help. You are living in a middle-class neighborhood. People work here, and you don't. Everyone knows. Can you imagine me moving in there? They just see me going around dressed in weird things and screaming memes. They're like, why isn't he having a real job? This is a nice neighborhood. He needs to represent. Well, sorry, lady. Pineapple Pete ain't taking no critique. As a counterpoint to everyone saying, I'd give her a piece of my mind, I would ignore her completely, even when you see her outside. It pisses this kind of a-hole off to no end to be ignored. All they seek is attention. Sit on the porch with sunglasses and tropical drinks at lunchtime. When she peeks over, wave! Hello! Hi! Enjoy your office job! From DoorDash, we sincerely apologize that due to technical issues, your order from Shake Shack Blorp on this date may not have been delivered to the standard you expected. You trusted us, and we let you down. We will be issuing you $0 in DoorDash credits towards your next order in the hopes that you'll give us another try. Thank you for your patience. Oh my, don't spend it all in one place. Woo! New York Times bestseller. There is more to life than this. Healing massages, remarkable stories, and insight about the other side from the Long Island medium. There is a Caputo? Is that a Pokemon? Caputo? This magazine just looks really unlikable. I'm gonna put it out there. Healing massages. Next week it's gonna be like crystals and moon alignments. Ooh. If the moon affects the ocean and tides, how come planet alignments can't fix human depression? Explain that, science. From the desk of a former longtime customer, date to subject no longer a customer. Dear sir/ma'am, I've been a customer since the 1980s when I first obtained my driver's license. If I were to add up the monetary number of all the hard shell tacos consumed, it would be in the thousands of dollars. I visited your store recently to purchase 3 each hard shell, being informed my bill would be over $5. I asked the female to repeat cost. I said no thanks. I departed, making no purchase. I recall paying 0.69 cents for this poor Mexican street food. That sounds... Why is there such a racist undertone to this? Oh dear God. I am done. I am no longer a customer. The price is simply ridiculous. I did not vote for Florida Amendment 2 in 2020. I do not agree with paying a minimum of 15-hour... Oh my God. Oh, you're going this route. Okay, you're taking this route. Minimum of $15 hourly for a 16-year-old kid, much less a 30-year-old adult to toss some lettuce, cheese, and ground beef in a cheap corn-fried shell. Sorry for your loss, but my gain. If it is that easy, just do it yourself. And also, are you surprised that prices have increased since, like, what, the 70s? Oh, well, 30 years. Okay, fair enough. I'm just old. It's like the 90s nowadays, right? You can't count 30 as 70 anymore. God, it sucks, but yeah, that's... Wow, yeah, inflation happened over 30 years. Who would have thunk it? Of what a genius. Like, poor Mexican street food. Tacos are delicious. Do not insult my precious tacos. Thank you very much. What are you gonna insult next? Pineapple on pizza. I would like to see you try. Fact. If the Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we would all burn up. And if it was 10 feet further away, we would freeze to death. God, it's amazing. If that margin was correct, you would literally burn to a crisp by walking 10 feet to your right, or freezing by walking 10 feet to your left. The Earth's pretty big. What are you... Wow, that's crazy. I know.
Amen!
To anyone wondering, that's not true. Number 1. The Earth's orbit is elliptical, and the distance from the Sun varies from around 147 million kilometers to 152 million kilometers on any given year. Yeah, it's 10 feet, baby, and that'd make a difference. 2. Every star has a habitable zone that is affected by the size of the star and its intensity. The Sun's habitable zone is about 0.95 astronomical units to 1.37 astronomical units. An astronomical unit is the Earth's average distance from the Sun, 93 million miles. So the Earth's orbit could decrease by 4,500 miles or increase by 34 million miles and still be in the habitable zone. 3. If your claim was true, any moderately sized earthquake could take us out of the habitable zone. Sorry.
Okay, that's cool and all, but I don't ever comment on my status telling me what I am wrong ever again. I didn't ask you, did I? Answer, no. Just let me spread misinformation on this public platform in peace. How dare you call me out on the fact that I'm a dumbass? God!
I mean, to be honest, nobody had to really point out you being a dumbass. That was very apparent from the beginning. Homeowner Association Karen is requiring all residents of the neighborhood to have a garage sale. She will be taking 10% of the earnings, wants people to sell luxury goods.
Garage sale here!
Are you serious?
The message is for all residents of this place that we have to censor. You will be required to have a garage sale to find a neighborhood to team up to sell your stuff.
Oh my god. Can they do this? This is what? Dirty pair of socks, $25. Take it or leave it, I know what I have. That's what I would do. I would just turn everything into abstract art pieces and just sell it for like thousands of dollars. This is my designer modern art project. See, great minds think of the look. It's designer because it's 3 soda cans welded together, appraised for 100,000. But seriously, does Homeowner Association even have the power to require you to pay them for garage sales? Or make you have one? Or make you use a third party in order to pay them? Well, if we're being technical here, if such a clause is included in the original contract that you signed, then yes, they almost certainly could force you to do this. The much more likely scenario is that no person in their right mind would sign such a contract, and this batshit lady is batshit Facebook post has absolutely no legal teeth whatsoever. Yeah, that's more likely. She had this genius idea of how to raise money for the association, but has no footing or anyone backing her.
Just sell your luxury items. Who needs a TV?
In the early 1900s, Marshall Field's department store hired professional scapegoats or fired men whose only job was to take the blame they fired to appease disgruntled customers. That is so smart. I mean, it's sort of endorsing the issue, right? So if a Karen thinks that she got someone fired, she's gonna try to do it again and maybe goes to a place that doesn't have this system in place and it's gonna cause like real harm. But for like the isolated incidents, I really like it. It's even creating more work opportunities. Heck yes.
It has been 2 days since our last Karen. Woo! 1 star. I am actually really disgusted right now. There was a leaf in my burrito. I was in disbelief at first, because I think that's so weird to find a leaf from outside in your food.
All food comes from outside. What?
I tried blah blah blah.
And here's the leaf. What's that called in English? Lagerblad in Swedish. I don't even know what that's called in English. But it's a kind of a leaf you have inside of your food, right? And most food comes from outside.
How dare you serve me a fish that was in the water?
Just for reference, the average 12-year-old boy weighs 100 pounds.
Hey everyone, who's ready for Hawaii 2019? Woo! In anticipation of the wedding, and believe me, I know it's a long way away, but I would still like to announce the dress code. I am giving you a long notice, 1.5 years, so you will have time to find and pick out something nice. Smiley! The dress code is very specific because it might be used to create an incredibly visual effect. If done right, it will make our synchronized dancing along the Blorp beach really pop. So, without further ado, women 100 to 160 pounds, a green velvet sweater, orange suit pants, low bow Dane heels, the famous red heeled shoes when you spin and lift our feet, the effect will amaze you. A blueberry scarf, men 100 to 200 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Purple fuzzy jacket, soda hat, all white trainers, plain glow sticks.
I mean, not even taking the weight into consideration here. It's just this sounds like so much work for just attending a wedding. I would be sick. I would just say, like, you know that day in 6 months? I'm sorry. I'm planning to be sick that day. Sorry. Dear millennials, stop saying Karen. Karen is a sexist and racist, somehow, a term equivalent to the N-word. Oh, it's this thing. Is this being regurgitated again? That's beautiful. For white women. Okay, that's where the race comes in, I guess. Calling a woman Karen is an attempt to get rid of women's right to stand up for themselves.
Yes, the K-word is stronger than the N-word, at least currently.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
Misogyny and patriarchy has been around longer than slavery. Just don't use either, okay?
I also like in the meme you quoted, like the Karen word is actually spelled out, but not the N word, and then you're saying it's worse, but you don't say the one that's obviously the worst. But okay, so here's the thing. Many slurs and stuff has been used, to bash downwards some people in society, right? The K word, or Karen, has been used to smack upwards. It's, to call out people's BS when they mistreat service staff or similar things, or they leave bad reviews trying to harm small businesses. These kind of things that is very much calling out behavior that you would argue beating downwards or harming other people. It is not for the same purpose nor for the same kind of prejudice. It is not comparable. Cease.
Yes, Queen Slay.
Oh, here we got some videos. Okay, so here's a Karen getting out of her car to smash a window, but she forgot to put the brakes on her car. So she was going to complain and cause a scene. That's just instant karma. It's like minus 0 seconds karma. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, right into the ditch it goes. Oh my god, I like how the workers actually have proper concern for her and like run up to, assist her and stuff, but that's just beautiful, isn't it? Just minus 0 second karma. Why would you even do this? Oh my god, it's wild. The image from video Blorp shows this man, a retirement government officer, and his wife sitting in a lawyer's chamber in India. The Indian couple has sued their pilot son and daughter-in-law in court, demanding a grandchild within a year or compensation of 50 million rupees, about $600,000. This person said that it was an emotional and sensitive issue for him and his wife, and they cannot wait any longer. His son got married 6 years ago. Outrageous. How can my child's decisions about their family be about them? No, it's about me. When you're having, a middle-age crisis, this is like that, but for like a grandparent crisis. Don't you realize we're getting old, Timmy? Where is our grandkids? Must be a blast to have these people as your parents. Yum. Can you imagine instead of just grounding you as a kid, they like take you to court or something? Woo! Walmart. A Texas woman banned from Walmart after eating half a cake, demanding to pay half price. Wait, she just did it in the store? She just ate half a cake in the store and like, no, I'm just gonna pay half. This other half that is now decontaminated and unpackaged and everything, that's fine. You can keep it. Sell it to someone else who would not want to buy this. Design graduate builds a gun that can transform your tears into bullets. I just want to know a herder so badly to the point where she made this invention. This is gonna be the next thing. It's gonna be, instead of fake crying when you want to speak to the manager, you're just gonna shoot them with your tears.
Turn your sadness into power. Tear gun by today.
Florida mother. Ooh, it starts with Florida. This is gonna be good, isn't it? Florida mother told deputies feeding her infant was annoying. A Florida mother has been charged with child neglect after detectives said her 8-month-old weighted the average weight of a 2-month-old. That is horrible, but I guess it was annoying, right? Because a toddler has so much self-control. Oh dear god.
1 star, disgusted. Using the word God in your advertising as message is disgusting and against the 10 commandments. Another word can be easily substituted and less offensive and sinful.
Yes, use Sky Daddy instead. Please use Sky Daddy. Oh, Sky Daddy, ravage me, for I have been a naughty boy. What? That has a different vibe.
1 star. Disgusting food, don't go. Manager was trying to force us to pay for the food we didn't eat.
Well, you see, when food has left, the kitchen, it's not coming back in. What are they supposed to do with it?
She was very disrespectful and embarrassing us in front of everybody for not eating some of the food that we didn't like. And for
okay, so you bought it. You didn't like it. You're like, we're not paying for it, even though you had to make it.
And forced us to pay the rest of the food, although we already paid at the cashier almost $70 before we were even on our table. She was yelling at us in front of our little kids and other customers. This place should shut down. This place is so dirty and filthy.
Response from the owner. I am sorry for not replying to your message earlier, although I think it's a waste of time to talk to someone who does not have an ounce of respect. Just because we are a buffet does not mean you're allowed to get as much food as you want and waste most of it. That's even worse. Oh my god. You went to a buffet, all you can eat big buffet and you didn't take, like a normal person, you take a portion, you finish it, if you're still hungry, you take another one. You just gulped up a crap ton of food on your plate and you didn't eat it. And then you have a mountain of food that they can't put back. It's just wasted. That's horrible. That's such bad behavior. If you want to try to see if you like the food, you should always start out with a little bit of each item instead of grabbing full plates and end up wasting so much of it. We even took the initiative to kindly inform you, don't take too much food if you can't finish it. But you yelled at our staff and said you paid for it, and you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. Your attitude frightened all the guests on the spot, and your own children. Your husband also recorded your rude side on video. When you left, many guests took the initiative to provide us with their phone numbers and said if we needed help to stand as witnesses. They all saw the large amounts of wasted food on your table. Thank you for your message that allowed us to show everyone that the restaurant does not welcome rude people like you. People who don't show respect, cherish food, and are unreasonable. Hopefully one day you will learn to not be both wasteful and inconsiderate. They sound like the worst guests imaginable. It's that kind of person who would go, but I'm technically not breaking the rules because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? It would be like going to the buffet and literally lifting up the entire container of food and just bringing it to your table, licking on everything, and then leaving. Because I technically paid for it.
Previous instances of racism on my part were situational.
How does that make it better? What is it? It's also so stupid. It's not like owning up to it or anything. So yeah, I'm only racist sometimes, so it's okay. I have finally found it after 15 years. The scroll of truth.
The second plague pandemic lasted 1348, 1840, and didn't simply disappear without a vaccine.
Yeah! There you go, Karen. Find your scroll of truth. At approximately 10:40 p.m. this evening, a local pastor aggressively approached by a 17-year-old female employee of the Blorp to the point of tears. Why is this all written in caps? Okay, anyway. My son, also a 17-year-old employee there, then intervened. At this point, the man begins yelling at my son. This was witnessed by a male customer who asked the female employee if she was okay, before going outside and waiting for the pastor and his wife to leave to ensure the safety of employees. My son informed the pastor that both of them were minors, at which point this grown man gets closer to my son's face. This was brought on because the pastor was informed he had to prepay for gas. The employees are instructed to only authorize people that they recognize. This man felt humiliated because this happened to him before. My son came home shaken up. This is on security film. I have never made a post like this, but I will not let my or anyone else's minor children be treated this way, especially by a pastor of so many years. This is as mad as I've ever been, and I will make him famous. I will not bite my tongue. If you Blorp see this post, I've gladly had man-to-coward conversation with you. You can try this stunt with another adult. Yell your entitlement and connection at me like you did these two kids tonight. Police. There was no misunderstanding tonight about what this man said and how he said it. This is unacceptable and it will be made known. That is horrible. I mean, the writing of this is horrible too. The caps lock is just nuts, but damn, that's so bad. These kind of people that have to yell at kids to feel big and important, and it's someone with, a pastor, so they're probably relatively well respected in their community or whatever. Why would you even feel the need to do this? It's wild. 1 star. Staff is unprofessional in attire and the vehicles they drive tell me a lot about them. Broken windows in a couple of different vehicles. The establishment has lost my money until I see better staff. Greasy, homely collared hair with broken windows in a car is not what I want serving my food. Manager needs to go. Response from owner.
Hi, we're happy to hear that had a positive experience at Hardee's. We value your input and encourage you to let us know more details about the experience. Please share if you have the time.
How to deal with disgruntled customers? Just have an auto-reply bot that is just overly pleasant. This place sucks.
Thank you so much for coming. See you soon.
That is beautiful. I love this. RX complaint. Karen.
Reason for OSAT scoreless pharmacy. I went over the weekend to pick up a script and only to find out pharmacy is closed for lunch. Seriously, this is absurd. Take rotation schedules. There was an older gentleman there, travel walking only to have to go back. What about people that take cabs, Uber, etc.? Totally unacceptable. I am going to be switching mine and my husband meds elsewhere. How dare people take lunch breaks? Or maybe the person who was supposed to take that shift was sick or something. How dare they? Why do these people by the cashier have to eat like they're human? It's outrageous.
Who wants to play some Karen bingo?
Ding, 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 ding. According to law, I have rights. Think about the kids. Transphobia, homophobia, or biphobia. I want to talk to the manager. Informer fallacy. I'm older, therefore wiser. We are in America. Racism. perfect stereotyped family related to the Bible, Jesus, or God. Those liberals. Toxic towards elders, ill people, blank space, Karen bingo. Marriage is horrible. Teens culture is degeneracy. It's my opinion. No consequences for my acts. How dare you? In my times, any kind of sexism, being negligent with someone, dominance over other people's life, ignorant over economical political systems, conspiracy theorists, or indoctrination. Sue people with jail or worse. Okay, do we have this already in this video? Let me see here. So we kind of do the like dominance over other people's life, that very much the garage sale one. No consequences for my action, that's just the restaurant stuff. I mean, if we go through the entire series on this channel, I think every single box is just ticked. That's like hyper bingo. Let me know in the comments, if you fill this in based on your own real-life experiences, how much bingo do you have? Let me know in the comments, I would be delighted to hear about the horrible stories. No kid should ever have to sleep on the streets. So we fixed the benches to make sure they can't sleep on the bench, so now they have to sleep literally on the street. That's just horrible. What? Is this supposed to counteract the homelessness? Is that what this is supposed to promote? Or are you really that non-self-aware? This is astounding. Oh my god.
I am actually. In fact, yes,
you're taking my property.
Well,
Oh, you're stealing a package.
UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
What about
a
that?
lot of packages come into this house particular. Well,
Yeah, the sus excuse. It's probably criminal.
It's my Amazon wish list.
I'm taking the package.
No, you're not taking my package. That's my stuff.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Ow. You killed me.
I did not kill you. You're fine. You sprayed me with whatever that stuff is.
She got the little carton box tossed in her arm. You killed me! I'm gonna be honest, lady. You killed me is not normally what killed people say. It's pretty unusual. This lady at Jamba Juice just caught me in line, and the worker saw it. So when it was my turn to order, he goes, "Congratulations, you were the 18th customer today. You get a free drink of choice." Oh my god, her face. That is such a good way. Oh my god, like instant karma. But it's on purpose. Just like pre-programmed karma. Oh, so beautiful. We need to do this more often in society.
I found out that my son is going to try and get himself vaccinated when he turns 18 in a month. How can I stop him?
Accept that you have raised a son who's more intelligent than you. It can be difficult to accept, but you should be proud that your children are reaching higher heights than you did. Even though the bar is pretty low.
I want to speak to the manager of the United States of America.
This picture has been rotated online so many times. Oh my god. I've probably seen this picture with like 100 different captions. Absolutely beautiful.
Vaccines for what? Could you please explain what this is? Thank you. Center for Global Human Population Reduction. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. What?
It's called Photoshop. Do you mean this wall? Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? When boomers turn a Photoshop prank into a conspiracy? Why am I not even surprised at this point? Oh my god. Hard to swallow pills. This sub has become full of closeted Karens who always think they know everything, don't respect others' views or make posts based on their personal opinions.
How dare you? I want to speak to your manager. How dare you? I want to speak to your manager. How dare you? I want to speak to the mod. How dare you? I want to speak to the owner. You just lost your most valuable customer. I mean, we've been coming here for 30 years to this subreddit. It's a very old sub. It's older. It's 30 years. How to be a boss bitch. Stop apologizing for who you are and get the life you want. Woo!
Sounds like the kind of person who would say,
If you don't do my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
then the best is also pretty bad. I feel like the kind of people you would meet who has this book on their shelf would be just like the bishy part, but not the boss part. It would just be people trying to justify being unlikable. I had a manager with a boss bitch in this place. On her desk, probably one of the most insufferable people I have ever met. Yahoo! Hate has no place in hockey. Look at that, it's rainbow colors, that looks beautiful. Nathan! Oh, let's see what Nathan has for a take today.
Sorry, as a Christian, I don't hate them at all. I just can't follow down that road according to Romans chapter 1, verses 26-32 in the scripture.
I like how you... It's like it's source material. Look here, fine.
Not being able to follow someone down a path I can't go isn't hating them.
But what do you mean follow someone down a path? They're not asking you to become gay for them. You know, that's not the point. The point is just like, hey, we also want to, you know, just live our lives without getting, you know, threatened, or, you know, maybe start a family or get married someday. That'd be cool, you know, just, you know, basic shite that everyone else does.
Actually, you pushing it on us knowing we can't follow is what I think is wrong here.
What do you mean? Can't alright.
The rainbow in Bible is about God and Noah. To us believers, it's all it would ever mean.
Romans was written in 57 AD, when girls could be married at age 12. They hadn't even invented books yet. If you had a baby back then and couldn't afford it, you would just leave it in the street for someone else to take. Are you aligned with those views as well?
No, you see, it's called picking what I want. That's science.
One thing I also don't get about people like this is how they use, you know, references to their scriptures that doesn't mean anything to anyone else. It would be like someone getting upset at you for eating a cookie when they are on a diet and they like make references to their dietary program. It's okay, well that means nothing to me. I'm not part of this. It's like I'm just enjoying my cookie. Goddamn. Dover Police Department. We can't believe we have to say this, but please do not call the police department or 911 over the jet noise from the Thunder over Dover air show. It is a complete waste of our resources, and you're potentially putting people at risk who really need help. You live in Dover. There is an Air Force base here. Enjoy the sound of freedom for the next few days. This event is great for our city. Wait. Oh my god. Yeah, it's typically, yeah, if you buy a property close to like an airport, it's probably expected. You probably can't call the police about that. It's pretty normal. Me looking for the manager, the stuff. Annoying Karen trying to disturb me. Disgusting. Favorite Trader Joe's products.
So disappointed on my trip to Trader Joe's. It amazes me I've seen other people on here showing off their free flowers that they sometimes get. And when I'm injured and the guy sees that I'm injured, I have to pay for my own flowers and bag with my stuff myself. Not that I was looking for something free, but I guess it's the point that I thought it was TJ's motto. Oh well.
So you weren't looking for something for free, but you were still disappointed by it. That means your expectations were indeed at getting it for free. This whole text is contradicting itself like solid 2 or 3 times. It's beautiful.
On my last trip to Tesco's, we had a 170 shop. We were told to go to the self-checkout tills. We said unless you open the checkouts, we were leaving all this right here and we'll never shop here again. They opened the tills. Yes, there's nothing like harassing minimum wage workers to feel empowered. How dare you demand me to do like a little bit of self-checkout?
It's comfortable. I love self-checkouts. I don't have to awkwardly talk to people, because I'm really bad at it. It's beautiful.
Judge Judy, before you find me guilty, I'd like to speak to your manager.
Marie, 1 star.
Okay, so first off, me and my family loves to visit all different types of zoos. Elephants being my all-time favorite. When we took my daughter to see the elephants, I was mortified by the absolute lack of care and concern. This elephant had the largest erection I had ever seen.
Okay.
My daughter began asking me what that was, and she's only 3. If the staff took care of these poor animals and relieved them, then maybe my 3-year-old wouldn't be asking about gigantic elephant erections.
Dear Zoo, could you kindly give the male animals a hand job before opening each day so I don't have to answer uncomfortable questions for my kid? Sincerely, Karen of Carrotsville. Is it? Oh my god. Are we gonna see a new job opening for this? Yeah, I'm a professional animal masturbator at the local zoo, you know. I got my bachelor's in animal wanking. Hell yeah. 1 star.
Horrid didn't show up.
My first 1-star review. I've been waiting for 8 months for this. Well, Tiffany, I did in fact show up and did in fact diagnose your Dodge Caravan with your husband beside me. It needs a starter. You knew I was there because you texted me and told me how you were unhappy with your husband and how I was sexy AF. So I proceeded to be a good person and showed your husband the text messages. And now you're mad, so you left me a 1-star review. Well, Tiffany, I'm going to give you a 1-star review on being a wife. God bless.
I just casually sexually harass someone at their work and also try to cheat on my husband, but they 1 star. 1 star.
News. You aren't going to like this, but student workers aren't supposed to make a living wage. You're supposed to make enough to buy food and pay for some rent, but the role of student workers is to gain experience. Karen Lounge. Okay. That's a bit on the nose, don't you think? Ooh, experience. It's like online when people ask artists like, ooh, I will pay you in exposure. Like, how might you pay people for their time? How about that? I mean, obviously, if it's the start of your career, you're gonna expect a little bit less pay than at the end of your career because you're younger and less experienced, obviously, and know less about what you do. But you should still be compensated for your time. That's ridiculous.
No, we're paying you in experience.
You could do that anywhere. What kind of like competitive talk is that? It's ridiculous. Anyone can pay you with experience. Mom water, Karen, fruit-infused vodka water. This seems to be the kind of stuff that, you know, soccer moms would get absolutely wasted on during their children's games. Phew. Karen bashing. This is one of my favorite subs and I check it daily, but I'm getting pretty tired of zero effort posts with pictures of street signs for Karen Street or whatever. Ugh. If it's a hair salon named Karen and they specialize in Karen haircuts, that's fair game. But for some street sign or restaurant to be named Karen with no other context than the name?
Would you like to speak to the subreddit's manager? Hello, neighbor. I couldn't help but notice that your son doesn't look like you.
Why are you doing this, and why do you make this sound very racist to begin with?
Interesting. Don't think it's possible for you to birth a white baby.
Oh my god, it is... Okay, that didn't go better, did it?
Please send documentation that he is yours to my number below, or police will be called. Thanks.
Does this person... Do they really think they're in the right by doing this? Do they really think they're right? Or are they actually self-aware to the point that like, I am a piece of poo, but at least I'm gonna try to, I don't know, guilt trip others about it? This is so weird. Are you, oh my god, that is so bad. Not to mention the racism, hinting towards kidnapping, the demanding of personal information, threatening with police called, and like the just entitlement, and from your neighbor. This is like the entire Karen bingo in one post. This is amazing.
No regards to people who let their dogs swim in the fountain at this place. Children bathe here.
For the record, there are multiple no swimming signs there.
I am sorry, but you don't need 2 cars. Why do you need a Civic and a 4Runner? Just have this one is fine.
I used a 4Runner for work and a Civic as my daily driver.
But my nephew is graduating high school soon and he needs a car. So it's either you give him your Civic or the 4Runner. Stop being selfish, nobody needs a second car.
Are you asking someone to give away their car? That's pretty freaking entitled. Not even about buying it off of you or something like that. No, just give it. The reason I don't daily drive the 4Runner is because it wastes a lot of gas. And I can't use the Civic as a work car because my tools are too much weight for it. I don't know how they would even fit.
We'll talk about this tomorrow, in person. You seriously need to get over yourself. The world doesn't revolve around you. It's not like you can drive both cars at the same time.
It's hard to explain this, but I basically abused the 4Runner to the point where I don't trust it very much as a daily driver. I baby my Civic, so I trust it more as a daily driver and the Runner as a work truck. So that's my main reason.
The 4Runner never breaks down, so you're just making excuses. If you feel like you really need 2 purpose cars, therefore you then go ahead and keep both. But just so you know, that I had no idea anyone could be so selfish. Get over yourself and start to be more caring of others that don't have what you have. Your little sister had no purse and I had 2, so I gave her my extra one.
Yeah, a purse for $50 that was just laying in a closet. That's the same as a car that's actively being used. Yeah, that's the same thing. Just give me time to think about it. I have decided to end things with you. But honestly, good call. God frickin', that would not have gotten better. Jesus Christ. I think my own experience with people like this is that I have realized it always takes the same route. They don't take an explanation for an answer. It's better to just say, no, and don't elaborate. If they are so entitled that they're asking you to give your literal car away for like no other reason than them being really cheap and shady and shit about it, no, they don't even deserve an explanation. You don't want to give away your car. That's pretty reasonable.
I feel so attacked right now. I don't know what to do.
What? Oh, you're filming while in the court.
Help! It's the gavel!
Wait, what are you doing? Are you like... Are you faking some kind of... What?
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
Oh, she died. Notice how she's like, she died. Except one arm. Gotta keep filming. Gotta... That's amazing. You see, that has a biological explanation. When your body is in danger, your instinct kicks in because of all the ancient years we spent with our iPhones, you know, back in the olden days. So that means it channels all the energy to your arm so the people who find you can see what happened to you. Yay. Well, laddies, lasses, I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, you beautiful beans, and have an amazing rest of your day because you deserve it. And I hope to see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.